Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is LouAnn and welcome to my kitchen. That coffee's a brewing, and you know there is some sweet iced tea in that ice box. Well, I am busy making pies. It's crazy. This next pie I may freeze because I already made a pie for the other channel, the other me, which you will see that Friday of this week. But that is the theme for the month of November for LouAnn's Kitchen. So again, I'm making another pie out of Wishbone Alley Make-A-Wish cookbook, which has all kinds of people. So right now I am rolling. I've already rolled out 2 of the pie crusts that I made last month. I'm not happy with it. Just so you know, it's not my regular pie dough crust. I may add pie crust. Hopefully I got 2 more because I made 5 pie crust. 2 more. I'm going to use those because I made them to use. So I am preheating my oven at 350. I think it was 350. Let me double check. Yes, 350. So I am going to be rolling out my pie crust, and when I have been out for a while, 9-inch pie crust. So I am making Shoofly Pie, and it was submitted by Robert S. Walker, representative from Pennsylvania. I've never made Shoofly Pie, so we'll see how it goes. While I am making my filling, I am going to bake the bottom of the pie crust for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, that's all we need. So to a cup of boiling water, I am going to mix in a teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to get that mixed in, and then I'm going to add also a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to this. So to our baking soda mixture, we're going to add 1 cup of molasses. This is our filling, y'all. Just water, baking soda, and molasses. How simple is that? I think that would be an easy pie to make. Now just mix this all up. This will be our filling. Again, I will be getting a spatula and cleaning out every last bit of that molasses before we pour our filling into our pie crust. So we need to make our topping for the Shoofly Pie. We got a cup of flour. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And you're supposed to do light brown sugar. I'm doing what I got on hand. So, and I know I could have made it with the other, but I'm not. So I am going to cut in my shortening. I need a 1/4 cup of shortening. If I could get it out of my measuring cup. And I am going to fix it here. Again, you could freeze this pie. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. And we're just going to basically cut this shortening into this topping. And then we're going to set it aside because we got to make our filling. This is just a topping. And I will get the rest of that shortening in here in a minute. So I'm going to do this, and I'll be back when I get ready to make the filling. So the idea, according to the recipe, the idea of pre-baking your pie crust is so your bottom of your crust won't get soggy. So now we pour in our molasses mixture. And then we take our crumb topping and we put our crumb topping on top. And I will probably be aluminum foiling this. And of course, I forgot to preheat my oven because we got to raise the temp to 375. And that was the oven kicking off. So I'm not going to use all my crumb topping just because I want to make sure it's covered, of course. So I'm going to go preheat my oven, bring it back up to 375, and I'll be right back. So now we bake our Shoofly Pie at 375 for 10 minutes. Then we will lower it down to 350 for 30 minutes. And I got aluminum foil over it because, again, my oven tends to bake and burn the top. I will probably take the aluminum foil over the last 10 minutes.